television industry for 11 years and taking something that they would not give me. I had to take it to hold my people down. And I'm going to say this with pride and passion. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will ever bring the energy, the charisma, the passion, the expertise, the talent, and whatever else you want to call it, like you seen Kelvin Hunter and my ex, Wendy Williams, and the team that was behind us. And I mean the whole team. That includes my current lady now. Because it takes a village. And I'm going to say it. Yeah, I said it.
What's going on, YouTube friends, family, and cousins? Listen, it's your boy AJ Red. I'm back again, a day late, but never a dollar short. I'm back to discuss this bullshit of it. Kelvin Williams talking about he kind of owes, and Wendy should owe her success to his new wife, Sharina. Look, the shit came across my desk. I'm just going to address it. Y'all want to address it with me? I'm sure y'all do. Come on, let's.
It's the AJ Red Show, starring me, AJ Red. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Now let's get into it.
What is going on? It's me again, your boy AJ Red, and welcome back to another episode of the AJ Red Show. Tonight we're going to be discussing Kelvin Williams, comment on his Instagram page, which was on, in September, which was a couple of weeks ago. But like I said, I may be a day late, but never a dollar short. But we're going to discuss this shit. But before we do that, let me take the time out now for all the new subscribers to welcome you. Thank you for joining the channel. Thank you for becoming family. Hopefully you have hit that notification button and definitely that subscribe button and become part of the family. Like I told y'all before, I see 97,000 views. Come on and join this shit. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, and stick around because you're coming back anyway, apparently. For my old subscribers, thank you so much again. This would not be possible without you guys taking the time to share my videos beforehand, before any of the new people came about. But I do want to take time to actually say I appreciate you all in your own right, and where the special place you all hold in my heart. Again, but if this is your first time to this video, please go ahead and now hit the notification bell, that like button, which is a thumbs up button. That says that you liked the video that you watched. And not only watch this video, go back and watch some of the others too. But anyway, real quick, jumping right into the show. Basically, what came across, like I told y'all, came across my desk was basically a comment, or basically somewhat of an emotional rant by Big Kelvin Williams, Wendy Williams' former husband. And with that being said, of course, let me acknowledge the fact that her brother and also even Big Kev said that Wendy has been in a rehab facility, basically getting herself back together. It may have been for like what we see as like maybe the umpteenth time, but the bottom line is it ain't how many times you fall, baby, it's how many times you get up. So she's actually taking the time to go back to rehab and focus on her health, her mental health, her physical health, and get some of these things realigned for herself to get back to the normal Wendy that we all know, to get back to the show or whatever show she chooses or whatever career path that she chooses to take after these things have been sorted out. We are looking forward to those things, right? But anyway, in the meantime, beforehand, we want to talk about basically what I want to talk about. Fuck that. Kelvin Williams. Now, y'all seen before in the past, I went in for him when he got on there. I forget old boy's show, but go back in the video. I mentioned him, all of them through there, so check it out. But this is about me and us, Wendy, whatever the fuck's going on. It ain't about that person tonight. But shout out to him again when y'all watch the video. Like, subscribe to his page as well. But anyway, he went back then and talked about how he felt like Wendy was being done wrong when it came to the ending of the show, how she was mistreated, and all of this, Basically, I'm going on this rant as to how he felt like the production had treated her badly when it came to ending the show. But the bullet head motherfucker turned around, also said that he was in her corner. He was looking for her mental health to improve, all this different stuff. Anything she had going on, said he was praying for. But this particular video that I saw that came across my desk, which was, I think, September 17th, which was actually on his birthday, his 51st birthday, I think he said. He actually came on. He went on this You know, he got on this high horse about how he was changing his life, how he was changing his eating habits, how he was vegan for the last 12 years, you know, how he's trying to become a better father for Lil Kev, how he's exiting out marijuana. He stopped smoking weed and shit is what he's basically saying. And he was kind of taking us through his detox process, which basically he was saying he's having headaches, withdrawals, he ain't sleeping right at night. He think about pretty much too much shit during the day, and as you can possibly see if you watch the video, he got pretty much emotional. And we've never really seen Big Kev. Honestly, I've never seen him on tape saying anything personal about their lives until this shit really hit the fan when it came to Wendy. He didn't even speak publicly as far as I remember when all the shit was going on with his now current wife, what is her name? Sharina. He didn't speak publicly about that either. We saw and heard a lot of shit behind the scenes. People had to go pull, you know, court records that were made public and all this other shit. So this is kind of my first time before him defending her, speaking out now. Not saying not defending her, but kind of like taking a left turn. Like, how the fuck? Okay, let me back up a little bit. But basically, he goes on this fucking rant about how he's quitting weed. He's not smoking weed. He's not partying as much. He's, you know, drinking wines, different kind of shit like this, trying to become a better model for his son that is now in his senior year of college and all this, you know, other stuff, which I applaud. But in the same motherfucking breath, you know, he's talking about too, you know, family. He relates everybody as family. You know, Wendy's still family to him. Of course, his son. I don't know if he means his fucking former in-laws. I'm sure he means his new in-laws, his new wife, and now children, whatever the fuck him and Sharina got going over there down to the house. But he considers everybody as family. So all this he has connected to him, that is D. Kelvin Hunter Sr., this is what he's created as his family as he sees it to this present day when he made this video. But the fucked up part about it is, with all that him saying, you know, how he's going on a better lifestyle, he's doing healthier things, he's doing more mental things. He broke down and cried these motherfucking crocodile tears talking about, you know, how he's actually seeing and getting acknowledgments from friends that are seeing the change in him, that are actually encouraging him to move on further in that lifestyle and shine bigger than he's ever, you know, shined before, including with the Wendy Williams show as a producer. But the thing of it is, he also turned and said, you know, bottom line is, towards the end of the video, he said, you know, there will never be another Wendy Williams, in so many words, and I'm paraphrasing. He said, you know, the charisma, the presence, the comedy, you know, the personality, all that she brought to the show, there would never be another like her. Which in likes, I agree, as all greats. You know, there would never be another like them because it's pretty much them. That's a one in a lifetime person. So, and she's her own fucking self. So I get it, but I also understood the fact that he was boasting about how good her career had gone before it took this plummet, you know, here a few months back, or maybe starting last year, whatever have you, as we recall. But he was talking about how good she was, and you know, no one could ever replace her. And in that moment, I kind of felt some shade towards Sherry Shepherd a little bit, which I haven't reported on her show. Like I told y'all, I'm a day late, but never a dollar short. But I'm coming around to the shit. Just hold on and catch up with me real quick. Just ride with me. But he was throwing slugs at, shit, what the girl name is? Fuck. He was throwing slugs at the new host. Fuck. And so basically the girl that took the place of Wendy Williams in her slot. And so, in that moment, it was like, okay, you went from being so modest and being this humble person to being now this fiery ass pistol, you know, now throwing slugs at not only the new host of our own show now in that daytime slot where Wendy once held. Now you going and throwing slugs at the former bitch too, which is his former wife, Wendy Williams. He was like, basically, and this is my idea of throwing slugs at her, basically saying that there would never be another her. There would never be another dynamic duo like she and him, you know, working out shit, doing it for the people, you know, showing up, fucking up the thing in a good way for everybody, causing everybody to come in and watch, you know, being the hot topics, the way they flipped shit around and did it, not only at home in the bedroom possibly, but also there on the stage during the show. And That was all fine and dandy to actually build her up, because if she has any access to any internet and she can see any of this shit that's going on, she probably has seen it. I don't know. But with that being said, you know, her being in rehab, and if you're trying to build her up, that would have been a good stopping point. But this old subway head motherfucker decided to go further and kind of disrespect this woman and say, basically, that's all family, like I said before, as he relates to it. Even Sharina, she played a big role and big important part of Wendy's success and the success of the show. Now, I had to stop and think for a moment. Now, listen, it's okay, like I said, to put somebody else on their soapbox and help them boost their morale and get them back out of a dark place. But when you've been part of the reason this motherfucker's in this dark place, it don't look real good for you to bring up the reason that this motherfucker's in a dark place or has been in this dark place and actually rub it in their face and then turn and say, oh, part of your success anyway, bitch, was the fact that I brought her on board and some likes, which he never mentioned, whether she was some kind of co-producer, whether she worked in the scenes, whether she gave ideas at home for shows, when they were, you know, down to the Mosey Wozy, down here at the Motel 6 or the Hyatt Regency, you know, having relations. He never said if that's how she helped Wendy's show. If, you know, she pitched new ideas to him there in bed as pillow talk or some shit like that. And he then brought it to the producers and brought it to the other staff members and to Wendy Williams also as ideas for different shows. Like I said, the Hot Topics moments, the spin the wheel and shit like that. Get a, you know, a vacation or whatever, all this different stuff and different things for the show. He never mentioned if she's responsible for any of these things. He never mentioned at all if she, what capacity that she gave or that she's held in such high regard to in this fucking video he gave, that she played helping in Wendy Williams' career. I felt like there was such a slap in the face, honestly. I mean, you had done enough already to the woman, fucking around with this other chick, having another baby, you know, now being married to her, getting cars in Wendy Williams' names that Wendy Williams had to go and get repossessed. You caused a lot of motherfucking stress in this woman's life. And for you to get your smooth-headed ass up on this channel talking about some motherfucking, you done set up here and you think you want to get a new woman. I ain't gonna call her no different names, but I mean, this new, the Jezebel woman, you know, you gave the Jezebel all this credit for your former wife's motherfucking career. Who the fuck does that? I guess the motherfucker like you, but part of your self-healing, I guess, is telling your truth. But part of telling your truth is basically put out there the fuckery that you put her through. Let's talk about that. Let's discuss that. You will claim, what it is, bullet number 9 head motherfucker. The bottom line is discuss your index. It would have been okay for you to discuss, again, up to the point where he said they made a dynamic duo, which we all, I guess, in some likes agree looking back on their careers together as a married couple. But the bottom line is, for him to sit up there with his wrinkled forehead, knee, Botox ass, and holler about Sharisa or Shanisa, whatever her fucking name is responsible for this woman's success. That woman got up every motherfucking morning on her own and went down into the thing and fucked down there, you know, fucked around with the audience, talking shit, you know, drinking coffee, sipping tea with lymphedema in her motherfucking legs and shit. She's the one going through, fighting through an addiction and dealing with you and this woman over here with y'all fucking and menagerie and bullshit, when you could have easily walked up to that woman in the bedroom and probably told her one thing or another. Listen, this ain't working out for us no more. I think I'm gonna go another direction and we can move on, you know, our separate ways, and we're gonna parent our son and we're gonna let the past be the past. But you couldn't do that. You did some motherfuckery. But now you got the voice to come out now and talk about how the new woman fed into the old woman's career. What kind of shit is that? What kind of butt fuckery are you getting at? I don't understand it. It's total confusion to me. And for him to sit up on there and say all this extra ass shit, and like I said, honestly, I wasn't gonna fuck with it. I had been checking in on Wendy. I knew she was in rehab. I hadn't been calling her. I hadn't been texting her. I hadn't been Twittering her, trying to see how she was doing. I felt like if she was around the medical professionals that was helping her get her life together, you know, everything was going fine. She didn't need my help. I was gonna check in on her once I found out she was back down to the condo. Because 9 times out of 10, they took her phones and shit anyway to keep her from seeing stupid ass shit like, you know, what Big Kelvin's putting out and probably what I'm putting out and anybody else is putting out, you know, about her. So when it all boils down to it, I ain't been fucking with that woman. I knew she was, you know, recharging her batteries. She was plugged into the power source, you know, plug or whatever for the meanwhile, what she needed to be. She needed to recharge herself, get her mind, soul, spirit, and body back to fucking together. I ain't been bothering her, but I have been checking in on her. So that's why y'all haven't been hearing a lot of commentary from me for Wendy Williams. It's not that I wasn't interested. I've been watching her brother's shows and shit, listen to how he's basically waiting for her to come out of rehab and waiting for this big family trip, which is supposed to be a cruise, I guess, kind of her welcome home deal. So I've been watching that and kind of keeping up and seeing how she's doing with stuff like that since my last post about her. But in my mind, you know, she's still in rehab. I haven't really fucked with her. I'm letting her do her thing because we all need a recharging, especially after fuck shit like this. And the shit is still continuing while you locked up somewhere in an asylum or a rehab or whatever the fuck she might be trying to get herself together, but you still got shit going on like this. So when you got to come out, you got to be your strongest, best self for not just the world and not just yourself, but against fools like these. I mean, my whole thing is keep y'all marriage or something quiet for a long motherfucking time before y'all decide to resurface. Let us see some other shit going on and hear about some other shit and then see you and Sharice or Sharina over there, you know, in a family reality show or some shit like that years down the line. Oh yeah, that's the girl that Wendy Williams' husband. Oh, okay, yeah. Let us see some shit like that. Don't bring us no bullshit. Don't nobody bring us no bad news, especially not you. You done brought enough bad news, I think, for the next 2 or 3 motherfucking years. You need to sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere. Retire your Instagram. Go hang it up. Put your phone on the charger. Sit your smooth-headed ass down somewhere and leave that woman the fuck alone. Now, you was doing good when you was trying to help her, but it seems like lately you just trying to boost your morale and talk about now how you got all these restaurants coming about, how he's doing all this other shit with Williams Production and all this other stuff. So I don't know how all that panned out with the divorce, who got what and all that shit. I ain't that into their business. I'm just going to talk about the surface shit and the facts that I hear from their mouths and pretty much touch on some of the shit I might hear another motherfucker say, depending on how factual I think it may be. But this, I had to comment on because I knew it came from thine lips and thine buttery ass lips alone. You know, I heard him with his whole 15 or 16 minute statement. And like I said, it really didn't make me feel good about him in a particular light. And I kind of felt like he said a movie about Wendy depicted him as an abuser and an addicted abuser. I mean, weed ain't the only thing that a motherfucker get. I ain't never seen nobody get addicted to no weed and just be looking at a motherfucker like, you know what? I'm sick of you. You so successful, and sometimes I just want to put my hands on you. Matter of fact, tonight, I think I want to lay hands. I'm going to smack the fuck out of, choke the fuck out of, shove the fuck out of, beat the fuck out. I've never heard of anybody smoking weed unless they was on some weed that had some other shit up in there. Other than that, I've never heard that. So apparently you was fucking with some other shit. I don't know if you was indulging in some of the same shit that Wendy's in rehab currently now for. I'm not very sure. But the bottom line is we don't know his whole backstory. Wendy has not opened up about it that I seen and talked about it. I ain't even watched the fucking movie. Matter of fact, I think I need to go and watch the movie and see what the fuck's going on, because I've only seen bits and pieces of it about him and her. I wasn't sure about believing about the abuse and all this shit, but apparently from comments of others, it apparently happened, and also from the lips of Wendy Williams. But in the end, it's like he wants to be treated as this royalty now, or this forgiven man that has, you know, that has turned from his wicked ways. He done fucked up some stuff. He want to be seen as a changed man. He's also taking this walk, this journey to make this shit happen. But at the same time, you go and do some silly ass shit like post some fuck shit like that. So my whole thing is this. Also, when you're on a walk or in a journey, it's good to be honest and truthful, but not to do it stupidly or like a goddamn fool, because all it's gonna do is attract you, to me, negative attention. Hell of that shit with care. And that was a good punch for Wendy. If she ever sees this shit, that's gonna bring her back to the dark days of the fuckery that you brought her through or took her through. I'm not gonna say brought her through, because you taking some credit for helping her come out of it, but you ain't took a whole lot of credit, brother, for helping her be in the shit in the first place, you know, and it came at a very bad time. Just like your stupid ass video for your 51st birthday, you decided to want to get up on Instagram and make confessions. Listen, you could have confessed a whole lot of other shit that was on the good lines of high vibrations, and you could have just stopped yourself at some point. And if you really had to get it out of your system, give yourself like a digital diary and take your silly ass in the basement somewhere where your new child or your new woman is not at, nobody can hear you. Tape that shit and keep it somewhere and hide it in your phone or something. And you can watch that shit over and over again. You can say, at least if I've done nothing else, I've at least admitted the fuckery or certain ways that I feel, and I can go back and look at this shit and reflect on it years later, and not really see why, or try to understand why you felt that way, but see the progress that you've made from feeling that way then to where you are currently. That's how you handle that kind of shit. When you do shit like you're doing, it seems like you're doing shit for clout, or like right now, Wendy's name is still hot, and seemed like it was dying down. So let me pour a little more gasoline on these logs real quick for this campfire to keep going, because all these other motherfuckers right now is outshining Wendy with all they bullshit they got going on the blogs and the tabloids and up on the news and down to TMZ and over there on the AJ Red show. So the bottom line is, let me reignite some shit. I'm gonna do it like her brother did it, like he always seemed to try and do it, bring it in on a like a high note, this positive note or some shit like that, and all of a sudden he takes this funky ass turn, this Halloween October 31st ass turn at midnight or some shit like that, and just start dogging a bitch, or just going in and try to keep it like dainty and light. You can't do that dainty and light, especially for somebody that's already down in the motherfucking gutter. That seems like somebody that's already down, you taking the fucking time to kick them while they're down, but saying, oh, let me help you up, but kick that motherfucker real quick for some other shit, that you think they may have done or something like that. Y'all know, y'all done done it. Y'all done snuck a couple of licks in with a motherfucker. Y'all trying to break up some shit or get some shit over with, but y'all done got in a couple of sneak punches, and ain't nobody ever figured it out yet, but you and God, because Yeah, but that's figuratively speaking. That's how the shit can actually go, and that's how it can actually feel. And like I said, this can be a gut punch. The woman is, she's a good looking lady. I don't harbor no hard feelings against her. She ain't did nothing to me. She is a homewrecker, but I mean, at the end of the day, fuck, she's a homewrecker. Fuck, she was fucking a man before he got divorced from his wife. We all know that, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's her thing. Everything. I'm not here to judge. That's not. Listen, things happen a certain ways because of certain reasons. I don't know them. I can't talk about it because I'm not in the behind the closed doors of it. But we just know from the front line of it, we don't know if this marriage had been over long before the two of them started, or probably by that time or whatever. But the bottom line is, people are looking at her like, she's the whore that stole Wendy's husband. And I'm just going to say the shit because nobody else wants to be honest about it. So, fuck it. That's why I'm here, to say the shit that y'all don't want to say. For y'all that know this woman and what all went down between Wendy Williams and her former husband, Kelvin Williams, and the way it went down, y'all all called that woman all kind of whores. Y'all called that woman all kind of Jezebels.
Wow.
Y'all thought that woman should wear the scarlet S and all this old different shit. That woman was, listen, just downtrodden. Just whore nation. That's what y'all thought about it, right? So don't sit up here and act like I was the only one that spoke out of thought that you motherfuckers was thinking. Alert. But I'm going to be bold enough to also speak out with him. At the end of the day, like I said, disrespectful, rude, and completely out of order. Judgment in favor of the plaintiff. I think that Wendy should go to win this battle, because at the end of the day, he was wrong. But anyway, that's all I got for that. I saw that shit. It came across my desk. Y'all put that on my plate. Y'all been sending me different messages, telling me stuff that y'all want to hear about. And those videos are yet on the way. Y'all want to hear my view about it. When I look at this shit, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But okay, if y'all want to hear it, I'm here for it. I'm here to serve the people. I'm here to serve. Listen, cause I just want to, I want to succeed your expectation. Exceed your expectation. Yes, succeed and exceed your expectation. But anyway, with that being said, that's all I got for this bullshit and fuckery here that old submarine head came in with on Wendy Williams, giving his new wife all the props, or too much of the props, or props at all, for the wrong shit. But that's all I got on that. Join me later with the Married to Medicine situation and see what they got going on. I'm going to check in on a couple of y'all other faves and see what y'all got popping with that one. I know y'all been waiting on me, asking me to do this shit, and y'all keep sending me all these requests. And I do hear y'all, and I'm writing them down, and I'm trying to get them. Listen, I'm trying to get them on camera. I'm working on it. I'm doing the best. I'm just one man doing all I can. Listen. But listen, Again, if this is your first video, please go ahead and subscribe to the video. Hit that goddamn notification bell right now. Hit that thumbs up. That's the like button. That lets me know you like the goddamn video. And don't be afraid to comment. Drop down in the comments. Let me know how I thought about the whole fucking situation. And if y'all don't know what's going on, go over there and look at his Instagram page and then come back here and fuck with me. And then tell me what you thought about the whole idea. If you are a seasoned subscriber, if you're a seasoned subscriber, you've been around for a minute, I love you all so much as well. Please, of course, like these videos, comment down below and let me know what you guys thought about this video and the whole situation also. And again, always share the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Share with a motherfucker you know. Share with a motherfucker you don't know. Share with some bitch you like. Share with some bitch you don't like. Because again, if you don't like me, somebody else will. And if they don't like me, shit, apparently you do because you done shit. So, I mean, it's all love, right? Before I go, always love yourself real good and love on only those in return who are giving you that in return. You know, be reciprocative of that shit. Good love. All right, until the next video, I will talk to y'all ass later. All right, cuz.